Switch it over. Oh, there we go. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? I might have the right screen. I don't have a comment screen. Oh, there we go. Hi, Lindy. Hi, Pam. How are you guys doing tonight? Alicia, no long time no here. She's just on the phone with her dad. Lindy, you work tomorrow? I was gonna bring down your wreath. Huh? Yeah. Oh, there's Tasha. Hi, Alicia. Good, Pammy. I'm doing great too. Other than I have to go back to work in like, what is it, 2 weeks? Anyway, my foot's almost healed. I just got a tiny, tiny little slit where it's at, but we're doing good. So, it's a surprise. Only because I was arguing with myself. You know how you do that. I didn't want to do another Christmas one. I did a fall swag last week. I didn't want to do another fall one. I've been doing Christmas, fall, and I really didn't want to do another Halloween one. So I kind of walked up here and I just started pulling all these flowers and stuff and everything. So I'm sure you can see this lovely basket back here. It's full of, well, I already cut the mesh, but so flowers and, you see these? I got those at Walmart. I think the first time I went in there after my surgery, I was like, oh, they have black flowers. I've been searching for black flowers forever. I have white pumpkins, and I have glitter. So anyway, we're gonna make, yeah, I have other white pumpkins. But anyway, we're gonna make a wreath. And I already did some of the bundles. Because I feel like sometimes, unless there's somebody new here, you know what I'm doing with this. You know, we're going to do a woodland ruffle. I like that. I like the woodland ruffle because it takes your ends and rolls them under. So then it's less way to fray. So I did something a little different here tonight. I did half of them. You know how I alternate my colors. What's on top. I did one color, I went ahead and bundled them. And then, so that way if, you're gonna write me off, Pam. Somehow I don't think Diana would take that. But anyway. So, I think I said before, I am in love with this bordered mesh. We're gonna use the black tonight, the black and the white. I watched a lot of other lives from other girls, and black and white seems to be it. Now, I'm not following suit, but it is really kind of nice looking. So I can't wait to do a black and white snowflake one. Anyway, and then we're gonna do purple with metallic in it. So purple and black. It's Halloween. It's kind of Halloween fall. This is what we're doing. So we have more glitter. Can you tell I like glitter? I already went ahead and made the bow. Here's our bow. More glitter. So it's got purple, and the Harlequin ribbon is really popular. So I've got 2 in here. This is the last of my purple. I used all it up. And so the purple and the black and white I put in there. And then on one other wreath, on one of my breast cancer wreaths, I made a little, it's called a funky bow. And it's just funky because sometimes you can really use up the ends rolls. Like if you just have like this much ribbon, this much, you can make one loop with it. So that's what I did, is I had enough for one loop of the purple, so I did a loop of the purple, a loop of the black, and added some more glitter on it, so we might use that, we might not. This kind of depends. I don't plan well, sometimes I plan, like Lindy's wreath I planned, I knew exactly what was going in it, but a lot of times I don't. I may think that I'm gonna add embellishments. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It kind of just depends. So I like kind of going by the seat of our pants. So anyway, we have a 14-inch work frame. It's got 10 ties on the outside and 8 on the inside, like always. And then I always put my cross member in here to attach the bow or a sign. Oh wait, we're not doing a sign. Nope, no signs tonight. I had nothing purple and black, and I wasn't going to design and make Floyd print another one, because he might have hurt me, because he printed a lot of signs this morning. So I did pick one out though. I made him print this one. This is a new one. Isn't it so cute? And I have a lot more with this type character, snowman, gingerbread man. But this one's in the shop. It's an 8x8. And I have plans for this one. I have a big gingerbread man, a little gingerbread man, and yeah. So that one we will. If you haven't already, please like and spread the love. I had to make sure I was on Facebook, because on YouTube you can say a lot more than you can on Facebook. So we're going to get my third hand here. Got the glue pot going. So we'll set this off to the side. So here's all my bundles with the black on the bottom, the purple on the top, or no, purple on the bottom, black on the top, and then I have a purple check and then a black diagonal for the ribbons. So all those are already bundled. So if you watched me before, I've learned how to bundle everything and put it on, because it takes less time. So these are our other two, another diagonal. I like the diagonal. I think I like it more than the buffalo check even. But anyway, those are the other two that we're going to put with the purple down and black up. So I just use a board. It's an acrylic quilter's ruler, and it's 12 inches long, and that's what my tails are usually. I did buy a 7-inch one in case I want to ever do any 14, but I just wrap the ribbon around, and this is what you get. So 9 times, if you do 2 different colors, 4 ribbons, you do 9. You know, 18 divided by 2 is 9. I do remember a little bit about school. So now a lot of people will try to fold that over. Now I love canvas ribbon, because it's nice and stiff, wonderful for a bow. So I'll usually only cut 3 of those together. But what I do is I fold it in half. This is your fold. If you cut your dovetail on this side on the edge, you're going to end up with a peak. So how much your dovetail is, or your chevron, whatever you want to call it, depends on how much you angle your scissors. See here? So if I angled it this way, I'm going to end up with a very shallow one. It's not my style. I angle it pretty much at a 90-degree angle. You get a really deep one. I got more deeper on that one than I did normally. I like mine pretty deep. Messy. So you control how deep your dovetail is. Totally up to you. If anybody is new here, please say where you're from. We'd like to know that you're here. Say hi. I cut the mesh at right in between 19 and 20 inches. towards the end of the roll, I will start running about 19 inches because sometimes the rolls I can get 18 full 20-inch things out of it. One lot, I think it was Lindy's Wreath, I had to get another roll out. What happens if you don't have another roll? So I run anywhere about between 18 to 20 inches on my mesh. Southport, North Carolina. Hi, Nancy. I'm Jeanette. I'm from Backroom Creations. If you ever have any questions, just let us know. Which tipping? Oh, my thingies. I can't see all my signs. There. Oh, I just dumped my box. Oh well. Those who don't know me, I love glitter. I have another apron that's all glittery. My husband says that I should stay out of his room because I track it in there. Oh, this one. And we have been so busy ever since my first week of surgery, when I was grounded to my recliner and I started designing just tons of signs. I think we've had maybe 2 days that we didn't have an order. It's been great. I have some more signs that I'm gonna release over the next couple days. I released the gingerbread. I had 4 this morning that came out. The gingerbread and a snowman angel. Wait a minute. Nope. Oh, I didn't release that one yet. It'll come out tomorrow. It's a snowman that's an angel. He's so cute. All our signs are $10. No matter the size. We have 8-inch round, 8x12s, 8x8 square, 6x12s, and we're going to start doing Christmas ornaments. So if you want your picture on an ornament, I can do that. Pandy, I can put Molly and, forget the other one. I can put Molly on an ornament. Okay, so we got our dovetails done. So, a woodland ruffle. Go ahead and, my husband's taking pictures of me. Go ahead and switch cameras, honey. He's gonna bring you down to level so you can see what I'm doing. My trusty clothespin. You can use a chip clip or whatever you want. And some people use a rock or their cell phone or their pliers or whatever for a weight. I have some cute little boards we made up. So woodland ruffle is you just roll it 3 or 4 times and give it a clip so it stays. Because I can't do the whole Katie on Crazy Maisie. She can like roll it all at once. I can't do that. So, and then you just walk it up in the middle. Okay, so I have my third hand here. I bought that. This is a Bodabra. I bought it specifically to help me hold my stuff. I made a bow with it once just to see what it was like. Didn't really care for it a whole lot. Yeah, okay. Make sure I was doing the right order. When I do my double woodland ruffles, I put, so one will go purple down, then the next one will be black down. Hi, Michelle. So what I'm doing here is I have you, not always do you have to, but most people will use a 2.5 inch along with a 1.5 inch. I've seen people do both 2.5. I don't believe I've seen anybody do just 1.5. But what I'm doing is I'm just folding it in half, finding my middle point, and then I'm gonna scrunch it in the middle. Okay? You're gonna make it like a little birdie. All that does is kind of like let loose your ribbon to where it'll lay right. So this way makes a complete bundle. Okay? Here's our bundle. Now, if you do it by hand, like put in each set without using anything or bundling or whatnot, I would tell you to put the first course or the bottom one facing in and out, and then the second one's gonna go this way. So by bundling it, you just kind of whip it around. On the outside course, our ribbons will all go like these. They'll do a little bit different on the inside course, and I'll tell you about that when we get there. And then just kind of alternate them. Now this glitter ribbon is really, really stiff. So you got to make it go, it'll go where you want it. So that's how we do that. So then the next one I already have in bundles. Hey Michelle, I'm doing good. You cranking out them wreaths, I see. So now I don't plan on putting anything else in the middle, like here, but I'm not going to cut these off in case I change my mind, because I do that. And I did it. That's black. That's purple. Ah, black. I was talking when I was making them, so I've got a couple that are messed up. But it's okay. I always do that. Because I get to talking and I don't pay attention to what I'm doing. So we're just going to move this one down. Because we got purple on the bottom. We want black on the bottom. So we'll move this one down. Oh, thanks, Michelle. They've been cranking out the signs. So, purple, purple, black. Now I gotta watch and see what I did. It kind of goes a little bit faster when you bundle them like this. Of course, you know, you still have to do the work beforehand. But after you get everything prepped and laid out, putting together the wreath goes really, really quickly. Especially if you're yakking. Okay. So now we're gonna, however, it doesn't matter how you, oh, except for I had the wrong ribbon on this one. It doesn't matter how you do your ribbons, like what order, as far as like alternating them. And if there's a mistake to be had, I will do it. Yeah, they are really, yeah. I released 4 more this morning, Michelle. So we're going to, this should be, yeah, I got it. That's what I get for wanting to try to get ahead. So I'm in a class at 9 o'clock to help my business grow. So I'm hoping to learn something. I don't know, but I think these people that used to do these classes were like cheerleaders or something, because they are happy. Okay, so I had the wrong ribbon on the wrong No biggie. I remember one live I had all my ribbons messed up, and it was funny. Wasn't funny at the time, but oh well. Maybe my grandbabies are watching. I got my girls, my granddaughters, they like to watch me. My grandsons, not so much. They're like, whatever, Grandma. So, purple, here we go. Purple. I knew I had a black one in here. You can buy work wreath forms if you don't feel like, you know, making your own. It's really not that hard. I actually made a template on a piece of cardboard because you put your pipe cleaners about 4 inches apart. On the inside, they're just a little bit closer. But I made me a cheat sheet or a cheap piece of cardboard. Got it all marked out. I just put lay my wire frame on there, and I'm good to go. Work smarter, not harder. I didn't work so smart with doing the bundles, but it's all good. Kids are all playing. I knew you, if you saw this, Chelsea, I knew you'd like the purple and black. So I got something all wonky. So purple. Purple, oh man, I gotta take all my ribbons off. Here, I thought I was doing good. But you know, it's good to see someone make a mistake because, you know, some mistakes, other than just untying your stuff, you know, you learn from watching somebody make a mistake and what, you know, they're gonna do to correct it. So I'll just have to change that on my ribbon. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably be on Mondays and Wednesday nights when I go back to work. That seems to be either my days off or nights that, like some Mondays I work 5 to 3 when I go back to work, so that won't be as bad. I may be a little tired, but oh, that's my short one. I had one short one at the end, and I'm like, I'm just gonna stick it in there. It'll be good. I'm not opening up another roll for that. And that one's my short one. So it will be okay. And you know, once you get a lot of things going on in your wreaths, depending on how much stuff you put in them, you can make a mistake and not really know. Hi, Jane. Oh, that's right. You do live in Vermont. So we're making a wreath, and I made some bundles. And I put the wrong ribbon with my bundle, but it's okay. So we need purple, and we need this. Almost thought about putting a little Jack Skeleton head on it, Chelsea. I figured I want it. You ain't got rooms on your walls for no more wreaths or plants. That one's, it looks so faded, I thought it was upside down. It's not. Oh, I dropped my box. Here we go. So let's So my next thing to conquer is, has anybody ever seen the burlap flower wreaths where they look like petals? I have a friend that makes those. You can always make more room for Jack and plants. You would. I should make you a pixie wreath. So it's little. Little. It's not so little. It's still about 15 inches wide, and they still end up being about 7 inches deep. So your woodland ruffle is ruffled as much as you want. So this is the ruffle in between the little rolls. When you do it with bundles, it goes a lot quicker until you make a mistake. Like I said, I always twist my stuff about 3 times if I don't plan on putting anything else in there, which I don't. Now, people who use the work wreath forms a lot of times will leave their real big tassels, and they will leave them uncut. It's not my preference to do that, but to each his own. There is no right way in crafting. Well, unless you're using the oven or something. It's all about personal preference. You can twist them, and you can have them all put the same way. You can have them not. It is totally up to you. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm never making bundles again. I thought I was going to be crafty. Not so much. Some people say, I don't want to make a mistake. I'll get embarrassed. It's life. Deal with it. Okay. I love the purple and the black. So purple. I usually cut both of them at the same time, saves time. I've cut 4 or 5 at the same time, just to make the cutting go faster. Handy dandy. Yeah, I know, Michelle. I really did not know. I listed the live as a surprise because I really didn't know what I wanted to do. But I just come up here and just look through the mesh I have, and I'm trying to get my supplies down a little bit just because I have so much mesh over here and I have more in the grandkids' room. The kids are like, Grandma, get your stuff out of our room. It's a good thing they didn't look in the closet. Hi, Gail. Once you get those ribbons tied in there, just yank on them. Make them go where you want to. If you want to curl them down like this, kind of got this one twisted a little bit, so we'll yank on it. Hi, Debbie. I know you're from Georgia. I'm quite, yeah, I quite know where you live. Poor Debbie. The postman just did not like me sending her signs. We had to send her signs, I think, yeah, 3 times. 3 times is a charm. But we got her. Now, if you have see, I didn't pay attention how I was rolling that, and you got a little tail or being wonky, just snip it off. Or you can unroll it and roll it back together. It's up to you. Now, I did one wreath, and it was, the mesh was, where did I do it at? 30 inches? Oh my. It was full. So it's really, if you have some thinner mesh that you've gotten and you're worried about being able to cover your wire frame, do longer cuts of mesh. And then that will give you more to make rolls and more to ruffle, and then that will make it a lot fuller. Now, I'm not doing anything else like rolls. You know, if you still have thin mesh and it still bothers you, you can do rolls. I don't think I'm going to. I could change my mind. I got some little white pumpkins to put in here. Yeah, you are crazy. I need to come down and visit you, Michelle, because your wreaths are just, I'm more, I don't know. Yours are flowy. And they're not over the top. I mean, they're over the top compared to mine, but, because mine are more traditional DECO mesh. But I love yours, especially that fishing one. I did find the fish at Hobby Lobby too, thank you. And then I found them at Sims. Michelle, do you have your license yet, your business license? Okay, that was the last one on the outside. We're gonna go to the inside. Oh yeah, whimsical. So we're going to go to the inside. Now what I do is sometimes your ties, just because you're doing them 4 1/4 inches apart, sometimes the inner and the outer will be real close together. So I've got the black and the checker, and here's my black and checker. So I'll try to come down just a little bit and find a tie that's maybe, like, see, the other tie is right here. So I would have one right next to each other. So I try to be mindful and have them a little bit away from each other. But that's me being picky. Not yet? You should, Michelle, because then you can get stuff from Sims, and it's a lot cheaper. Okay, so I said we were going to do our ribbons a little bit differently in the middle. So, we better not be making jokes out there in the hallway. Oh, you should have sent some to me. It's been years since I ate baklava. So, if you can be late. So, who? Hey, Rachel. So on the bottom, we pointed all of our ribbons to the outside. I do that, a lot of people do that, just because you want to be able to see most of your ribbon. Up here on top, I call her tulip. So I'm gonna put my ribbon and I'm gonna crisscross them. And then I'm gonna bend them, or curl them, or whatever you wanna call it. Because all my ribbon is wired. If you're gonna make wreaths like this, wired ribbon as a must. Now in the very beginning, I thought I would be cheap, and oh, Michelle. My son the other night wanted to eat at Bob Evans, and I said, no, I'm boycotting them for the rest of my life. He's like, alrighty then. And then I told him why, and he goes, oh, okay. Hi, Nancy. From Texas. I heard it's hot down there. So we're doing the woodland ruffle. If I can get my ruffles to go the right way. Using my handy dandy Bodabra. I know one girl, I was watching her live and she said it was like, I don't know, 110 or something. I'm like, oh my God. Huh? My husband said he would melt. Don't think so, but you know, he's a guy. So we're just gonna fold our ribbon in half. See how some of my ribbons are not the same size? Even though I roll them around the same acrylic board, they just come out that way. Don't worry about it, just center it. You're not gonna be able to tell that much that they're off. And scrunch them in the middle. Michelle, when are you gonna start doing lives? My husband's messing with the camera.
Did you bump it?
No.
I had it set pretty good.
It was in the hundreds cooler today. That is not cooler. So we're gonna tulip our little, and this is totally your preference. How some people cut. I think Michelle, don't you cut your ties a little bit longer? I just got a tripod today. Soon, very, very soon. You go, girl. You can even do it with your phone. I didn't, but because I got a webcam, but actually I have two, so. Black, 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 purple. So I'm alternating my colors of what I put down first, just because then that way you can see the different colors. Oh, you have lights? I tell you what, I'll tell you what my lights are. Clamp lights. My husband got me clamp lights. I told him to. And they have a white cloth over them with clothespins. Those are my lights. They work. Get in there. I don't know if I'll get the big ones though. Yeah, it just depends. Nancy, there's a lot on here from Ohio. We are from Ohio. Michelle's from West Virginia. We had someone out here from Vermont. If you guys would mind sprinkling the love and liking my page, I'd appreciate it. That'll let you know when we release anything new or I have a live going on. Usually I try to schedule them a day in advance, but this week just really got away from me. Yeah, you are in the basement. I remember that. I'm in my granddaughter's room. She says I took her room. She goes, she points right over here in the corner. She goes, my bed should be there. And I said, well, you have another bed in the other room. She goes, yeah, I gotta sleep with Sissy in bunk beds. They don't count. They used to live with me, but I only see them about once a month now. You're from Chicago? I'm from Illinois, down by Champaign-Urbana, a little bit south of there. I've been here for 23 years. I have an aunt and uncle in Montrose. How many times you roll is really up to you. I like pretty good pronounced tubes, loops, tubes, whatever you want to call it. Had a tail sticking out there. West Liberty, yeah, I saw that.
Kids out of the house.
Kids out of the house. Yeah, that was pretty much here because we have a 5-bedroom house and we had kids in every room. I have one son, older son. He'll probably never move out. He doesn't want kids or anything. So I had another son living with us for a while. So I didn't have anywhere to go. And now we have 2 craft rooms. South Holland. Wow. So those of you who don't know, I love glitter. I put glitter in my bow, put glitter in my ties. Got glitter ornaments over there. On my other tie here. I always am really good about matching my pipe cleaners to my mesh and stuff, and then I can't find it. Lucky dog. Someday. I don't know. We at one time weren't going to get this great big house because the kids were all getting older, and thank goodness we did. I want a she shed because I don't have room for all my goodies. I can't see them. I gotta go dig them through totes. I have to clean up the grandkids' room when they come over because I usually have totes all over the room. They all share a great big room when they come over. We have 8 grandchildren and 8 kids. Yep, go in. So even though we're only using 2 10-inch meshes, they usually do fill up quite nicely. Sometimes I'll put rolls in the middle, like every other one, or different colors. Kind of just depends. This is more almost on the lines of a pancake wreath. Not quite, but almost there, so you can put them in between storm doors and your door. I don't have a storm door. I took it off. I got tired of hearing the wind grab it and slam it. So, okay, here's my tie. 8 grandchildren and 2 sons. Your 2 sons were busy. We don't have any kids together. We had his and hers, but they're all ours. So I had 3 grandchildren last weekend. Now another 3 are going to come this weekend. all 6 at once one time. A couple times. They're pretty good kids. The little one gets left out a lot. She's 6. She just turned 6. And the next, well, the other girl's 8. But them and all their tablets. Tablets and phones and Xboxes. And last winter we attempted to make cinnamon ornaments, you know, where you mix the cinnamon and the applesauce and the glue, with 6 kids, ages 5 to 11. That was fun. Maybe. It turned out pretty good. We got some good ornaments out of it. They took some ornaments home, so that's all that matters. So that and this. Grandkids are what makes life grand, right? Or mentally insane if you have too many. The little one, she's a Papa's girl. It's Grandma until she sees Papa. So you can cut your ties out. When I say ties, your pipe cleaners. Do not cut them all the way down, because if you would make a mistake, like what I have, and have to redo your ribbon tails, you want something to grab onto. Now, if you're perfect and you never make a mistake, kudos to you, because I get to talking and then I forget what I'm doing, and it all goes to hell in a handbasket. So black, purple. You can use chip clips. I just use clothespins because sometimes I'll just roll all my stuff and clip it all together, you know, clip my bundles. My butterflies. Here's my butterfly. You can actually, I put mine in like this, where the tubes are rolled this way. You can actually put them in like this if you want to. You just see a little bit more of the ruffle. That's another personal choice. I almost did black and white tonight, just totally black and white, because I have white mesh that has a black border, and I was going to alternate those two. I changed my mind. Okay. So, nope. See where all my ties are. I'm missing here. Maybe I cut too many. Sometimes I do that. Ooh, there we go. I know what I'm going to do. I always put some in the middle, because if you put a sign on here, you need something to tie to, so we put the crisscross on the back, and I'll show you that here in just a minute. Tuck your little cut off. I just tuck it under when it wants to stay under. This thing's just biting me left and right tonight. So on the back, I put this crisscross, so that way you can tie things to it. I'm just going to tie this right in the middle. Then that way, if I'm not using a sign tonight, but if you were, you don't want your sign to sink down in. See, then you can't even tell where the hole is. They cut too many. Oh well. I have this drawer full of ribbons. So don't throw your ribbon tails away if you cut too many, because some people put a loop in the middle of their bow, and those are perfect for that. Now I did not. I already made my bow. I did not put a loop in the middle of it, but it is glittery. So I had 10-inch tails, and I started with 6-inch loops.
You want to go back to just the tail?
Yes, please. You always want to start off with a solid color, so it kind of stands out from your wreath. So we're going to figure out where we're going to put this, and then we'll do all the goodies. We got to pick out goodies. I have a whole basket back there of goodies to choose from. So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I never put a bow in the middle, and I try not to put my sign in the middle anymore. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to connect my bow. You don't want to pull it too taut, or else you're going to pull it down into the middle of your wreath. I smashed it. Oh well. I say oh well a lot. It'll be alright. I will mess with my bow and mess with my bow, and then like Lindy's getting her wreath tomorrow, and I will mess with the bow till right before I give it to her. So then I just take my tails and I curl them like this with my fingers. The 2.5 inch is a little bit harder. I just do one side and then do the other side. Okay? So there's just the basic wreath. I mean, it's not, you can see here, it's, other than the bow, it's not real thick. So you could build one like this. That ended up being in the middle, didn't it? Scoot it over. There we go. Okay. So now I want to see right here. Oh, that one. Yeah. Okay. We're going to switch cameras just because my glue pot is on this side of the room. Tell me if it angled okay when it catches up. It's going to catch up with itself in just a minute. Just because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. I need to get me one of those little tripod thingies where you stick your wreath on it. Boy, it is lagging tonight. So I left some of these tails on down here. I think my wire cutters are getting a little... Oh, thank you. I'm just going around, I'm cutting off my pipe cleaners. Now if you use a work wreath form, they will be very thick, wired, and fuzzy. Some people leave them on there, some people don't. I bought one work form, and I just didn't care for it. Okay, so we're gonna come down here. See if you can see it that way. There we go. See a little better? We have pumpkins, little glittery balls. I think I made another ribbon or bow. I think I will tie it up here. I kind of like it. I made it because I was just messing around and didn't know if I would use it or not. I don't usually tie my bows on real tight until at the very end when I have everything that I want on my bow. This is called a funky bow. Okay. So what we're gonna use here, let's use some pumpkins. You get the little things that come together. They're just wrapped in paper. Just tear them apart, make a mess. I'm gonna leave that little squiggly on there, that's cute. Maybe we'll glue it up higher. We'll glue that in separate. Okay. Now if I was making this, you know, by myself and not on a live, I would probably not glue my stuff in. I usually tend to put it all in there and then I gotta go around and glue it all. Just because sometimes I move stuff around. You wanna make sure that you're getting your embellishments in a tighter spot of mesh. If you prefer, you can wire everything on. Then you don't have to mess with so much glue. I kind of sometimes will do both. My glue is running at a lower temperature just because it doesn't, because if you need something where you have to hold it, it's not going to take as long to dry, just, you know, where it'll stick. So I have some big pumpkins. Now how I will do these, oh, here's my little pack. So if you take a dowel rod and just cut it in half, you're gonna have a little bit of a sharp spot on that one bit. Just take your scissors and get through that fabric. And then you're gonna put it on here, but then you're gonna glue it. Then just leave it sit for a minute while it dries. I have some black and white ones. There again, just, you know, stick it at different angles. Just don't automatically stick it in the bottom in the middle, because then it'll be at an angle. Ooh, that one's got lots of glue. When you do that, just leave them sit for a few. Some people will go through and put something, you know, pumpkins or something in the middle of their bows or in the middle of their clover leaf ties. It's really just kind of up to you. I never plan out. When I do embellishments, it's never a plan. It's always a really big hydrangea. I don't know if I like that purple or not though. I guess they're all that color of purple. These are darker, but they're still that color of purple. These I got at Walmart. I get flowers from Michael's, from Joann's. I love Joann's when they do like their sales. I've gotten stuff at Dollar Tree before. These are like, have some glittery, like little gold on the tips. They have black leaves with them. You always want to be able to see things from different angles. You don't just necessarily see things from straight on. If I'm coming up your steps from the side, I want to be able to see your wreath, and I want to see what's on it. See how pretty it is. Still got one right here. So you know the rule of 3, you're supposed to use things in 3s. I never always pay attention to that, but you know, it might be a good rule to follow. Here's one of our big pumpkins. So we'll make sure we get that down in there nice and tight. They're styrofoam, but you know, you still want them in there. You don't want them going all wonky on you. Just one little one. And I've learned so much. I'm very black and white, and I like things symmetrical. In crafting, it's not always that way. It actually looks better if it's not, because then if you accidentally did something that you really didn't mean to, it's easy to hide. I really need to get one of those stands where you can see, put it up on a stand, and I have these have black ornaments. I got those at Dollar Tree. They had some, I think the purple ones had eyeballs in them or something. Oh, we gotta use this. The purple curly cues. I love these things. So you can stretch them out or scrunch them in. I kind of like to pull them out just a little bit. Top, you could break those apart if you wanted to. Kind of decided to leave them together. What else we got in here? Oh, yes. I was going to use some flex tubing, but I don't think I will. I got some these were cut off of something else. Always save your little goodies, because you never know when you might need them. I don't know if I like how long that is. So ship it off. These came from Dollar Tree because they're glitter and I like it. If I use all of it or not. There we go. That's enough. So that, and I'm short, so I can't see on top. But I asked my husband to build me a counter height. Maybe I should have asked him to build me a midget height. Or little person. Because I stand. I don't know how anybody sits and makes a wreath. I just cannot do it. If you get glue on your other mesh that you didn't really intend to get on it. Just let it dry. Get all your spider webs off. That's some just, these came from Walmart. All my glitter, or all my ribbon came from Craft Outlet. Everything's on a wire, just bend it the way you want it. I think that's enough stuff, don't you? Well, I thank everybody. Hi, Angela! You like those colors? Yeah, I kind of just pulled it out of nowhere. And I don't normally put this much stuff on my wreath, but I'm just feeling a little feisty tonight. Oh, got these. That's okay, Angela. I think it's just been me and Floyd here for a few minutes. Oh, that'll be all right. Get that when it dries. I have a purple one. I gotta learn how to make these. Oh, they have a wire in them. Wonder if I could use the glittery craft row and put it around a wire. Sounds good. It's a feisty kind of day. Yes, it is. So let's find a spot for this one. Ouch! What do you think? I got enough junk on it? This is out of the box for me. I don't normally do this. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. Yep. He's gonna bring up the other camera. Facebook is lagging tonight. No sign. No, I did not put a sign on it. A, I didn't have nothing purple and black, and B, when he was doing signs this morning, I didn't feel like putting another one on him. So, how do you like it? You like it? You think it's got too much junk on it? I don't know. I think it's more in style of what's going in. A is for Angela. Yeah. I'll mess with it just like you do. I'll mess with the bow for a while. But anyway. And that's what's making some mistakes on my, I had my bundles done and I put the wrong ribbon with the wrong bundle and I had to undo it, so ours not too bad. Alright, well thank you for stopping by. Angela, I'll talk to you on the computer in a little bit. And if you ever have any questions, please feel free to contact me at Backroom Creations on Facebook. And I hope that you liked what we made tonight, and we'll see you later. Happy crafting!